Hello and welcome back to another episode of Catching Time. I'm CQ the Watch Guy.
I'm Chris. We're back here for 2024, first
Yes.
video for 2024. We're super excited to have all you guys back with us as well. We appreciate that. You want to start and dive into thoughts of...
Let's dive into the thoughts. So a little bit of news. Rolex has, it's the beginning of the year, so this is when all the brands kind of, do some updates and stuff. So Rolex has increased some of their retail pricing.
Yes.
What's interesting about this increase is it seems to, for now, have excluded the U.S. region.
Big news.
Which is
that's
very, very
that's big
interesting.
because usually we see that right away.
Yes, exactly.
But what it seems like, it's regions specifically throughout the world is being targeted first.
Yes.
So Europe.
Yeah, so Europe, we're seeing 4 to 6% increases there.
4 to 6%.
Yeah, 4 to 6. So I think more like precious metal and stuff are getting closer to 6%.
Okay.
And a normal, like maybe an ocean perpetual or something, that's more 4%, 4.2%.
Got it.
So
Okay.
nothing super crazy. I think it probably mostly affects right now people who like were expecting their watch in December, and then you're gonna
because
get
the
it
new
now.
price is going to be applied.
Exactly.
So you got to keep that in mind.
A little bit of bump there, but it is interesting that it's only Europe. I think Australia has an increase, India, and I believe Canada put an asterisk on that. So it's interesting that they're picking certain regions and not doing one big broad 4 to 6% increase.
I wonder if they would
across.
just apply that till when the new models are released, coming soon. So maybe the US might see it then.
Exactly. So
If
that's
you
the
got
thing.
anything in line, hopefully you get it before then.
Exactly.
Because you may.
So
Get that on there.
Watches and Wonders will be in April. So a few months away, we'll see what new watches come out. And you're right, that might be the time where they're like, okay, so these are the new watches, but we're
then-
raising the price for everything.
Right.
So that'd be a very interesting thing to see. But I think overall, for what we do and in our market, it doesn't affect the secondary market too much.
No,
If
not at all.
anything, it brings the floor, I should say, of the pricing up a little bit because only.
And it's
4 to
not as
6%.
aggressive as it's been in the past.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they've done 8-10% before.
Exactly, even 11%. So you saw the Daytonas like from between 2020 and now you saw it jump from 13ish to 14
To now 15.
to now 15
stainlesses, yeah.
for the new one as well. So that's a big increase where we could go 6-7 years without seeing an increase at all.
Right.
So now, especially with, I think just how the market's going, plus currencies, plus the economies and everything, it was their chance to kind of level things out. But it's interesting just to see very specific regions.
Specific regions getting hit with that. But it's what we expect. Inflation happens.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We're gonna have to pay for something.
Yeah, so the big thing for me is the other brands, right? Because Patek is probably going to do an increase now, and a 5% increase on Patek is a much bigger
the
hit.
price range is totally different. So
exactly, so it's going to be interesting to see what other brands might raise this year, and hopefully nobody does anything too crazy. Hopefully this is a year of stability.
right. We can do with some stability right now in
Exactly,
the market. So
yes.
cool, man. Yeah. Definitely. So that's cool to know. And then let's take a look at some really cool pieces we started with it for 2024. You gonna start
Amazing.
that way going in?
Yeah, and before I jump in, I gotta say, check out the website, DavidSW.com. Hit the new arrivals tab. Literally every evening, every morning, watches are popping up, and we're just getting a really good crop of watches in the past few months. Very good diversity, a little bit of everything here, just like this this buffet that we've assembled for you.
Correct.
So let's start with the Moser.
Yeah, let's go. All
right.
With the Moser.
So this is a H Moser and C Endeavour Vantablack dial.
Yes.
And if you've never seen Vantablack is the darkest material on Earth, and it's so dark that your eyes can't even kind of fathom what's going on. It's like you said, staring into the abyss.
Yeah, it's like you're staring into the abyss. First of all, you can't even see the reflection of the hands on there. So there's a dial there, but there is no end to it. So it's just a depth of nothing. It just keeps going. It's really, really a cool concept they came up with. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like that. That's really a very understated watch, by the way.
Yes.
Super low key. If you know, you know.
Exactly. It's very much if you know, you know. I think the price point on this, we have this under 19,000.
Yeah, it's about 18 something. Yeah, it's really, really, really well priced. For a classic, clean, timeless watch. And the minute you know the hands, you see the layout, you know it's Moser.
Exactly.
And I love the way it's the rotor is at the back as well with the main plates. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, really, really good movement design. Super unique watch. I think for the price point, again, it's just, you can't find something so unique where it's like, the darkest material out there. Nobody else does Vantablack. It's a very tough material to deal with because it's actually little like nanotubes that is creating the effect here. So nobody else is even like attempting to do Vantablack right now. So imagine for 18 grand you get such a very unique piece that no other brand is even trying to do at the
Right.
moment.
I love the touch of purple as well.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
underside of
On the
the
strap.
Really, really cool concept and color choices that they did. But yeah, fun.
Yeah, no, I love it. I could see this on a purple.
Purple stitching,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
said that as like I could see some purple stitching on that. So it's a really cool piece. Next up, another fun one.
One of my faves.
Beautiful. We had this one I think a few months ago. So this another one came back in.
The
So this
Bulgari
Octo Finissimo
skeleton.
Skeleton Red Limited Edition.
Yes, skeleton red limited edition. Yep.
And we were just commenting they do some of the best skeleton dials in my opinion. We were just looking at it through the back and you could just see all the action going on this watch. The Finissimo, of course, is to me a modern icon. I think we're gonna look back 10 years and say when Bulgari released a Finissimo and what they've been doing with the Finissimo line is just
The
extraordinary.
thing I love about it too is even them doing a watch in ceramic. Some companies' ceramics looks toyish.
Yes.
This does not look
No.
toyish. It feels proper, looks the part, and then with the design, with the color combination, with the skeleton, it's a full package, I think. Really, really, really cool watch. Definitely one I would always have in my collection if I could.
Oh yeah.
Really, really cool piece.
I think that with the Finissimos now is about finding the one that you like and
That's the
something
thing.
like this.
Some of the stainless are beautiful
Yes,
too. You know?
exactly.
But this sporty, if you're a car guy, you like the black and red.
exactly.
I mean, this is really something that runs, along those lines. I really like this piece.
Yeah, and the red is a nice kind of deep, almost
kinda
a
wine
burgundy.
red.
Yes, exactly.
it's like a
yes.
wine red.
So it gives you like a nice pop of color, but isn't
But
loud.
it's warm.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very warm. And like you said, with the black ceramic, it's a really, really good looking watch. And all Finissimos just feel great. You get them sized the right way, and it's just like it fits like
Super
a glove. And I think this is a really, really fun piece. Happy that we got another
Yeah,
one of these.
I'm glad. Really good stuff. And who we have next?
So next up, this is probably the most like diverse lineup we've ever done.
I know. It gets crazier. Trust me.
Exactly. So this we have the FP Journe Octolune in rose gold. So if we don't know FP Journe, probably one of the leading independent watchmakers of the day. As a brand, doing under 1,000 pieces.
Barely see them. They don't show up often. And when they do, they get snatched up pretty quickly.
Yes.
This has only been here a day. Whenever you see this, guys, it may be gone by now. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, he just came in. Talk about checking the new arrivals. I came in, I didn't check, and we just we just posted in. Clean, classic watch. What you're getting with FP Journe is just unique aesthetics that you're not gonna find with any other watchmakers. The movement, the watchmaking that's going on under the hood is insane as well. Rose gold movements, only person who's doing rose gold
full
movements,
rose gold movements.
which is just amazing. Beautiful watch. You got your moon face. You got your power reserve and date.
Grand date at the top. It's just the way it's executed for me
Yes.
is some of the most timeless, classic. Even the font combination, like the font choice.
Yes.
Everything adds up to me as a proper classic watch. Shoots way up, way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy many other things for lots of money. You start looking at some Pateks and whatnot, but this combination for me is one of my faves.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing that I really enjoy about F. Fjorm, he is like a living watchmaker, and he's somebody who's so involved in the creation of his pieces. So you are buying pieces of art, pieces of his design. A lot of love and labor went into this. When it's just such a small production house, that every piece just gets a little bit extra love and attention. So I think any collection could use a F. Fjorm.
Of course.
And if you're looking for something classy with a little bit of complication, I think the Octolune is a good move.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely.
I'd rock this anyway.
All day, any day.
Wow. Yeah, right?
Where do you go with this? So, I don't know. You could go right ahead, buddy. I mean, it's one of those watches you stop and you stare for a moment before you speak because it's very rare.
Yes.
Super small production. Execution of materials, top notch.
So well done.
This is the Patek Philippe 5724R.
Yes.
Diamond baguette bezel.
The big baguettes too.
The
not like,
big baguettes. I mean, you have baguettes on the bezel, you have baguettes on the upper lugs where the straps meet, you have baguettes on the clasp. In all my experience in all the years, I've only seen this one. They
Yeah,
don't
yes.
show up.
Exactly. Now, both has been in the industry for quite a
Quite a
while. I
while.
haven't seen one of these in person. I've seen some other, 5711 variations, but with the 5724, which is based on the 5712, have not seen this variation. I'm a big, big fan of baguette diamonds on watches. I think it just gives it a classiness. The way light penetrates baguettes and you get the reflection back, you just get just a amazing effect.
All day.
And
This is, I mean, I'm still kind of like lost for words. Just
yeah,
the way it's striking.
and because you think a watch like this, and you're like, oh, this has to be like aftermarket because the size of the stones are so big, fully factory,
No,
like
this
you
is
said,
all factory, guys.
a
This is,
real rare piece and something you could get into and know that your value is pretty solid there just because there's not a bunch of these that are factory out
and
there
out
on the
there.
market.
And if they're out, they're not available. No one's trying to sell the ones that they have. So luckily, we were able to get one.
Exactly.
We are DavidSW. We do get some really
Yeah.
cool stuff. So it is good that we have such a good clientele base that we're able to get these cool pieces in. But yeah,
Yeah, no, just a truly special piece. 5724, 5712. You got your power reserve, your moon phase, your date, your seconds. To me, the 5712 is one of my favorite Nautiluses because it gives you just a dash of complication, but it
right.
doesn't, really overtake the watch too much. So you just put a beautiful baguette, diamond bezel, and on the lug points there. It just gives you something truly, truly special. If you're looking for something to like kind
Exactly.
of crown your collection and just like
You're right. That's the words there. Crown in the collection.
yes.
That's something like that. Definitely something that you've hit the top of it
Exactly.
all. Yeah.
But like you want to go into a watch room and like everybody's wearing Patek, but you want to have a Patek that nobody else is gonna have on. This is
This
what
is where it's at.
you lift up the sleeve and it just oh wow, well done is all you can say.
Well done. And where did you find it?
Exactly. No, it's an amazing, amazing piece. So
Next, very rare
yeah,
watch.
heavy.
Super heavy. I mean, this watch is, yes, we know we can see it's 18 karat gold, but there is something else going on here because I've never felt a gold watch this heavy.
Yeah, and well, first it's a Bell& and Ross BR1 Aviation Turbon. But going back to what you said, which I think is a great important point, cases are constructed in such different ways.
Right. From
So
modular to
the modular and things like that, and we've handled so many solid gold watches, but this, and we're gonna have to, do some research on it. But like this is so heavy, so pleasant. I love a rose gold watch where you can feel what's going on, and it is just on the gold aspect, just a really good looking piece. On top of that, you have a tourbillon, power reserve, very, very unique offering. Bell& Ross is one of those brands where, you don't know what to expect from them.
Right. Yeah, you've seen the skeletons and you've seen all this stuff that they've done.
Exactly.
It's like they do some really left field things. But
Yeah, they
their
do.
execution is amazing.
Exactly. The execution is great, but they, like you said, they come out of left field sometimes. You just know it's going to be a little bit aviation connected,
Right.
but something like this, you have a beautiful tourbillon. It's regulator layout as well, where you have the seconds and minute hands on two different tracks there.
Oh, and by the way, this is only one of 20 pieces made.
Yep.
So they're numbered through 20. Very rare, small production.
Exactly, and then kind of have that carbon fiber-ish look with that kind of lighter steel gray there. Really good contrast. A fun, funky watch for somebody who's looking for something interesting. They want to get, tourbillon in the collection, but they want something a little bit out there. Retail on this is well over 140,000.
Yeah, I think it's below 50 we have it.
Yeah, we have this for below 50, I think for like 44 or so. So just a great value compared to retail. And if you're thinking about a tourbillon or something a little bit crazy, I think this
And
is
a watch
really,
that definitely stands out.
Yes.
This is not an understated watch
No.
by any means,
No.
but for the money, it's a lot of watch.
Yes.
Very rare, small production. You will probably not see another one
No,
next
no.
to you. So it's only 20.
It's only
ever
20 out
made.
there. And like you said, most of these are probably living collections.
Yes.
So yeah, a very, very unique, fun piece if you're looking for just a nice gold tourbillon. And like, oh, it's just so aggressive. I love it.
So the last watch in the lineup is a really fun piece.
So this is the AP Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Music Edition in 37 millimeter ceramic case.
250 pieces made.
Only 250 out there. And I must admit, when these first came out, I didn't know what to think. Seeing this watch in person, the execution is really, really awesome. You know, from the dial and having kind of that equalizer, the faders going up and down,
Yeah.
it works so well with the black ceramic to, you know, the
Even
like,
like the notches there for the crown guards.
yeah, it looks like volume faders on your rig, even the knurls here on the lugs, and then this really fun mosaic strap is what they're calling
Well,
it.
what's nice is it comes with other colors as well.
Yes.
So they're interchangeable. So you
Yes.
just press the pushers at the back, it slides right off, snap into new colors, and now you have one watch that looks like three different watches, four watches.
Exactly. I think there's like a green, a
Green
blue.
and I think yellow, orange or something
Yeah,
like
yes,
that.
a yellow and orange.
Yeah. And it's along the colors of the same used on the fader on the dial. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's a really, really fun watch. Very, like we said, very modular to swap the parts out, and you can do it with no tools. So yeah, really, really nice piece, man.
Exactly. It's a fun piece. It's a good accent to the any collection, I think. And again, the execution is really well. I think I like the black ceramic version really a lot. They did a couple of other versions, but I really like this black ceramic. And I think again, a nice fun piece for your collection.
Yeah, I mean, not everything has to be taken seriously. I mean, this is something that you put on, and if you know, anytime you're out, someone's like, "That's a conversation piece."
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? And it's get into the fun parts of it. It's really a nice take that they did on this collection.
Yeah, I feel like you put this on, you know you're gonna have a good time that day or that
Yeah,
night.
you
know?
feeling good? You're gonna put this on.
Exactly,
You're going
you
out
know?
for the evening with some friends and some drinks out there.
Yeah,
Out there.
you're having a good time with
You're
this
having a
watch
good
on.
time. Yeah. I like that.
Oh,
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm really excited to see what goes on with 2024.
yes.
It's been interesting in the last year. We're still waiting to see some other releases from some companies as well. You know, stuff hasn't been, dumped in the market all at once. It comes out slowly. And what do you think for your side of it?
I'm like you. I'm excited to see what brands are gonna do. We are like it's interesting because now we're in the end of kind of like let's call the pandemic market where things are a little bit crazy. But we saw so many brands as well take all the success they had from these peers and kind of reformulate. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see what comes out. Of course, Rolex will do some interesting things. Patek will, have some good releases, I think, this year. But it's going to see what all the other brands do. Because this will be the time where brands are fighting for the collectors, right?
Yeah.
So I love this period because it's like now you have to prove yourself. Why should a collector or consumer buy a watch
choose
from
you,
you?
yeah.
Exactly. Where before it was kind of more market based, everything's selling out. Now it's like if you're a brand who's not in the top 4 or top 5, you really have to come with something
Yeah,
special.
come special. I agree. Yeah, let's see, man. I mean, I think it's going to be a fun time, and
For sure.
we here at DavidSW will always continue to bring that content to you, and the website as well. Again, new arrivals every day,
Yes.
between 5 to 10, 12 watches a day. Newer pieces. This is not just recurring inventory. It's as it sells, we get more, and we get unique things as well. So. We look forward to keep bringing this to you, and CQ as always. Thanks,
Yeah.
bro. We're gonna
was
keep
a
it going
pleasure.
for 24.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you guys as always, and we'll be sure to see you soon.
See you soon.
All right. Thanks.